Hi guys, I'm Caitlin and I'm making a video about basically to answer the questions that I've been getting a lot on Tumblr recently about whether or not I should get a pixie cut. I've been getting a lot of those and it's kind of hard to answer them all individually because I'd be repeating myself a lot and just saying all of the same things because everyone, like, I get a lot of different angles, like, oh, you know, I have a round face, I don't necessarily have an outgoing personality or weird style, and I'm just going to try and answer all of the questions and what comes to mind in this video. So sorry if it sounds a little rehearsed because I already did this video once and I did it with my friend Kylie who decided that she didn't want to do it again. And so the things that I'm going to be talking about I've already talked about once before in another video, so it might sound a little pre-planned instead of natural. So there are 4 topics, I suppose, when talking about getting a pixie cut. And it's, you know, thinking about doing it, like whether or not you're going to go to the hairdresser, get your hair all cut off, actually going and getting it done, how the haircut, I guess, changes how people perceive you or how, like, you perceive yourself, and growing out your hair. So I actually have never tried to grow out my pixie cut. My friend Kylie, who was supposed to be in this video, has, and she's actually like, really annoyed by it right now. Thinking about getting a pixie cut, I think that's the hardest part, is because a lot of people have these reservations when it comes to hair. It's just a lot of girls define themselves by their hair, and it's not something that you necessarily want to get rid of, but you might like the look, but it's a big leap. It's a big step to just go into the hairdresser and be like, I want you to cut it all off. It's kind of scary. What I hear the most often, I think, is, does a pixie cut go with like this face shape, or am I gonna lose my femininity? And I don't think there's no such thing as a face shape that doesn't go with a pixie cut. There's like thousands of different kinds of pixie cuts. Okay, probably not thousands, but there's a lot. There's like, you know, the shaved sides, like long front, the faux hawk, and then there's like mine. I don't know what it'd be called. Or the girls have like little bangs in the front. Like, I can't do that. I don't know. It doesn't work with my face. But you're gonna find a shape that just works with your face. Yeah, I've never seen some girl with a pixie cut and thought, oh, you know, you really shouldn't have done that. Like, you don't have the face shape for it. It's just, I don't know. I think everybody looks good with one. Like, you look hot. It just works. About losing your femininity, I never got that. Like, I feel like I look more like a girl sometimes. Like, cutting your hair off, like, it kind of, you can't hide behind your hair. So it, like, brings out your cheekbones and like your jawline, and you just look better. I mean, not to say that girls with long hair aren't gonna look good, it's just I personally, like, my hair masked my face, and it was kind of like I had these big bangs and like long hair, and it was just like this, and it's like, can you even tell what I look like? Because I don't know, I can't. Don't be afraid of looking like a boy. Like, even now, sometimes, like, you're gonna have days where you're like out in public and you're like, I kind of look like a man. And you're like, I swear if I saw myself out like on the street right now, I'd be like, is that a boy? Like, I don't know, there's a little bit something dehumanizing about the short hair, like in your lowest moments. You're like, I'm a man, I look like a boy, I don't look like a girl. But it's just, you know, everybody has those days. You can have long hair and you're like, my face is mannish. It's not something that's gonna go away. But getting the hair specifically, like a pixie cut specifically, is not going to make you look like a man. Like, it's not gonna happen. You're probably gonna look hotter. I don't know, I feel like I look hotter. But if you are thinking about doing it and you're having a lot, you can scrounge Yahoo Answers all you want, and you can just be like, my face is squarish. Is a pixie cut a bad decision? There's gonna be tons of people just answering you and giving you totally different opinions, and that's the bad thing about the internet. It's just like there are so many different types of people, and they just, you know, you're gonna get way crazy ends of the spectrum answering your questions. And it's just hair. It's just hair. If you are thinking about cutting off your hair, I just say just do it. You've already thought about yourself with short hair, you think it looks cool or something, you want to maybe look that way, embody an image that you maybe don't think that you embody now, and just do it. I don't know, that's my advice. Just go for it. You got nothing to lose. And wear a hat. You'll probably look good in a hat now. Now see, that's one thing. If you didn't look good in a beanie before, you're not gonna look good in a beanie now. So if that's like your one main reason for getting a pixie cut is to look good in beanies, don't do it. My second point was about actually, once you've made the decision and you have decided that getting short hair is what you want, which you do because it's so much fun, it's going on to actually going to a hairdresser and getting your hair cut. So there are a lot of these preconceived notions about where you should go to get your hair cut. I looked online and everywhere it told me, it was like, don't go to like Supercuts or like Fantastic Sam's, places like that, you know, just like easy peasy places that are like $16, $20 to get your hair cut. I don't believe in that. I mean, like, I went to Supercuts when I decided that I wanted to get my hair cut. I was like, I don't care. I don't have a hairdresser. I've never gone to a hairdresser. These people cut men's hair like every day. They're not gonna not know how to cut short hair. So I had no issues. I've never had any issues with going to, you know, kind of a big chain haircut places like Supercuts. And the good part about, if a lot of the times if you have long hair and you're going short, you can donate it and then you get your hair cut for free. I don't think hairdressers do that. But if you go to like Supercuts, they donate your hair to, you know, kids with cancer, and you just, you know, it makes you feel good. You're like, I, you know, got a new haircut, I'm fresh, and I like helped some kid who needs, you know, a cool wig. So if you like your hair, you're like, somebody else is gonna have it. They're gonna have my hair and they're gonna look just as good as I did when I had hair. So for me, I'm a very, like I make snap decisions. What is that word? I couldn't remember this word the last time I made this video. Oh god, what is it? I don't know. I just make decisions really fast. When I'd been thinking about getting my hair cut for a really long time, like thought about it since I was like 10, and I was like, I want a pixie cut, but I never did it. And I was sitting in my family room with a bunch of my friends, and I was just kind of sitting there, and I'm like, you know, guys, I think I'm gonna get my hair cut. Like, I think I'm gonna cut it off. And they're like all of it, like pixie cut short. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, if that's what you want. They're supportive, you know, good friends. But they told me, like, we were talking, and they were like, you know, maybe you should wait until like summer or like winter break, because this was during school. So they said, you know, wait maybe till a break, so that if it doesn't necessarily look the way you want it to, you can grow it out a little bit, or like, I don't know, hide from my friends so they don't have to see me with this nasty haircut. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna wait. And then maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes later, I was like, no, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I went and I talked to my mom, I got her opinion, and I was like, I think I'm gonna cut my hair. She's like, you sure that's what you want? And I was like, yeah, that's what I want. And so, like, literally, I go from being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wait like a couple months to no, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And I did. I went and I did it the next day, and I loved it, and it looked so good. And it was probably like the best decision I ever made. It made me feel like so much more confident. I feel like it goes with my style. And, you know, there are probably going to be those people who don't think that you look good with a pixie cut. They're like, women should have long hair, but you don't really want to associate yourselves with them anyways. I think it as like an ignorant filter. I know that I've referred to it as that before, where if somebody's like, oh, you don't really fit my preconceived notions of what a woman is supposed to look like, you're like, well, I don't want to hang out with you anyways. So if you feel that way, like, I'm kind of glad that you told me, because now I know that you're kind of a shitty person. It like helps you hang out with people who are like open-minded and like liberal and like things like that. That's what I like. The third part of this stupid long video is how people's perception of you is going to change. In a perfect world, nobody cares that you got your hair cut and that you're a girl. But that's, you know, it's not the world that we live in. I personally have never had, I've had like 1 or 2 kind of negative experiences that I remember or that really stuck with me. But other than that, all I have gotten is positive feedback. There are a lot of people out there right now who love girls with short hair. Even guys, like, I've noticed that they're just kind of like, I don't want to say turned on by it, but I guess they are. You just have this power over them because, like, you're just this iridescent being that, like, they can't, you know, put into their boy manual of normal stuff. I don't know. I definitely thought I was going to get, like, a lot more negative responses from my friends. Not necessarily my friends, but just from people around. But it's not true. There are people who just see you on the street and they're like, you look good. Like, you can rock that hairstyle. Like I was saying before, you just, you know, you have days where you just don't feel confident about yourself and you're positive that you look like a boy. And, like, why would anybody want to date you or be, like, sexually attracted to you or, yeah, I don't know, stuff like that. But it passes. Oh, the lesbian thing. That's what I think most people are afraid about. I don't know why, and I don't know why it's a thing, but it is. And if that's something that is truly going to bother you, that you know, you just do not want to be confused ever for a lesbian, I guess don't cut your hair. Like, that's not even, like, a bad thing to be confused for. Like, if somebody was like, are you an ex-murderer because you have short hair? Maybe that would keep me from cutting my hair if for some reason, like, short hair on girls was associated with, like, rapists and serial killers. That might be, but, like, somebody just thinking that you're gay, like, you can just be like, no, I'm not, I'm straight. Or you can be like, yes, I am gay. It's not even a problem. It's not an issue. For me, at least. I mean, I don't think it should be an issue. It's a stupid thing to have an issue with. I guess as far as people perceiving you, everybody's different. I don't know, California, everybody's pretty chill about it. But as you perceive yourself, I feel more confident. I love my hair. I'm so glad that I did it, and it's really easy. Super, super easy. And it just looks good a lot. I think, like, you just wake up in the morning and be like, hell yeah, I look good. Kylie's here to talk about growing your hair out, and we're accidentally wearing the same outfit.
Yeah. So, growing out your pixie cut is awful.
Shitty. That's what I've heard.
It's very shitty, and you're gonna hate it, and you'll probably give up. I did.
Kylie's gonna cut
I'm gonna cut my hair.
Yeah.
Probably today.
That's, like, one of the things that, a lot of people don't like about pixie cuts is, like, you're reading online and everyone's like, yeah, the growing out process is, like, it's awful.
And then you're like, no, it's fine, it's fine. And then you do it yourself and you're
like, my hair will get, like, a little bit longer than, like, this length, and it's just all over my neck, and it's, like, over my ears, and you just feel dirty and, like, dingy, and it's awful.
Yeah, so it's pretty bad. I'm gonna cut my hair. I decided. I'm weak. But if you do end up growing it out, and you for sure want to do it, headbands, bobby pins, best friends. Yep.
Is that it?
That's all I have to say.
Alright, part 4. Growing your hair is shitty! But the big scare part is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you look good. You look cute.
I look good all the time.
Stylish.
It's true. Do you want to cut my hair today?
Sure.
Cool.
We should make a video.
It's happening.
Oh, that was weird.
I don't know.
I felt like my words had power.
Hey, Mom, can I go play Mario Kart now?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Son. Alright,
Love you.
I'm done.